So how do you go about? Obviously, you're going to probably say spin a bit more, but how do you go about like starting? You say you've got these on your to-do list this winter. How do you go about sort of learning them? So obviously you've got your. I can't even do my 360 times table, so I can't do the.
Well,
I can do 720.
I guess 16s are like 4.5. So
Okay.
you're going to be taking off regular and landing switch. So the opposite. So backwards, I guess, if you in bike terms.
Yeah.
And then but the whole trick changes just because you're adding that 180. The way you take off is going to be completely different to if you want to land normal, like how you initiate that trick, because you're going to need to be on a slightly different axis coming into the landing as you would if you were coming in normal. You need to be totally different. So it's like kind of trial and error. Like I'm going to try what I think might work, and if it doesn't work and I deck myself on the floor, then obviously I'm doing something wrong and I need to go back to the drawing board and like think of how to do this. But I'm quite visual, so there's already this trick's been done quite a few times. So it's like I go and watch someone else do it, and then I'm like, okay, that's how you do it, and then then give it a whirl.
What does that progression look like? I guess again, if we relate it to biking terms, you've got foam pits, airbags, resi ramps.
Yeah.
What's it look like for a snowboarder? And is it different in different parts of the world? Have they got like different things?
Yeah. So airbags are used quite a lot, and like there's one in Austria called Banger Park, it's really good. Like it's a huge jump and it's an airbag, but the problem is with airbags, it's really easy to get injured on them, like more so than it is sometimes on snow. Than like you just have to have the balls to just give it a whirl and hope that it comes out all right. But airbags, I've like done my knee on airbags, I've done my ankles, I've hurt myself way more on airbags than I have just trying these tricks anyway. So I've sacked them off completely, and I'm just like, well, just try it on snow, on like end of season when it's slushy or something and the snow's softer, because at least then you don't get stuck, because the airbags can like grip. You can get stuck and it rips you like in ways that, because you can't control it, like when you land, it's not that you just go where the airbag takes you.
I'm not a fan of
I'm not a fan either.
We've seen you on one. Jesus.
Did you ever go on Matt's airbag?
Yeah, I went off the side of the thing. Yeah, I'm not a fan.
You went off the side, and what, like kind of off
the edge
off the
of
side
it.
of the jump?
Yeah, it's my fault entirely, but I think I'll just stick to that. I'm not going for the 16s. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going for the 16s.
I feel like, do you not feel like, I don't know, I feel like I'm in that age category now where airbags weren't a thing when I was trying tricks.
Yeah.
And now when I'm like, oh, well, to try a trick on an airbag just feels really alien to me. Like, I'll just do it on a jump.
Do you know, it's so true. I like watch people, I watch people how they spin, and I know if someone's spun on a resi or into a foam pit or in a park, because they're just dialed. And then you watch, like, if you ride like dirt jumps, for instance. I don't know. Have you ever been to dirt jumps?
I've tried the only jumps I've tried are the ones I think they're in near Sheer. Jack took me, and it was like a row of, I think there was 4 or 5 of them. They weren't that big, but I like, there's like a wall, like there's like a wall of dirt on the right side. Do you know which ones I mean? It's like in a forest.
Maybe,
and there's like a smaller one in the first, and then they kind of get bigger towards the end. And I think I got to the third one and nailed myself into the side of the wall. Like I overshot it because I don't know how to like.
Yeah, Jack's taking you on some rides, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack's just dropping you in at the deep end, just like, you'll be all right. You need to repay the favour, dude. Take Jack snowboarding and be like, right, dude, you just need to drop in here. You're good.
We do.
Just dip 4
we
times.
do always laugh about it. Just dip 4 times. We do always laugh about it whenever we go. So I always mentioned it to him. I was like, do you remember that first time I rode a bike with you and you took me down Pitch Hill? I'll never he was just like off, and I was just like scrambling on my feet trying to stay on the bike. I absolutely shitting myself. And honestly, it was oh gosh, it was so fun and so exciting to learn something new, and now I'm obviously in the comfortable place where I'm pretty comfortable going down anything around Pitch Hill or Pease Lake now. But jumps wise, like not a chance. Like them ones in Winterfold, like no way. like not. No, I couldn't do
you know,
it.
it's really refreshing talking to you about it, because I can't say, not to make this about me, but I can't say I'm good at harnessing beginner mentality. You know, you're someone who's mastered their art, their craft, and yet you're willing to just learn a new thing. And I've lost that over the years.
Have you?
Ah, really?
No, I really have. Yeah, with a sport, I've lost it. I just think, well, I could try that, but I'll just fucking stick to the one that you know what I mean? I know how to do this one.
Yeah. But I think if you're around, like the thing is with biking as well, I feel like up there, it's like where this area, it's like there's a really good atmosphere, and there's lots of people, and there's a good scene, you know, and that reminds me of what snowboarding was like when I first started. So it brings back a lot of memories for me, just in a slightly different way. I'm just riding a bike on two wheels, but it's wicked fun getting to ride with people that are obviously so much better than me, but it makes me progress like way more, because I'm having to keep up. I'm having I focus. I love that focus, I just loving learning something new. And as I say, you know, I still have that with snowboarding now, but it's just nice to have that with something else as well. And obviously getting to ride with, you know, people like you and Jack, and the thing is, you meet loads of different people up there, right, when you're out on the rides, and you just kind of, everybody gets on, and we all, you know, do runs together, and it's amazing. I always go to the back in the summer. That's annoying because it just means I can't fucking see anything.
Dude, you're good. You from when I first met you to the last time, from when I first rode with you to the last time, you're really, like, it doesn't surprise me that you're going to get good. You know what I mean? I just wish I had that. That's what I mean. I think it's so cool.
I think though, like Ollie, if you got all of a sudden you plonked somewhere with an ocean, you'd be like, actually, you know, I'm here. I'm going to learn to surf, or maybe you're in the
exactly. I think if it's on your doorstep, if it's on your doorstep, you're more willing to give it a go. Like the thing is with snowboarding, you're not likely to give it a go, because it's an hour from where we live up to Hemel Hempstead, and that's on a good run, you know. And that's the thing, if you're over an hour away to go snowboard, you have to be pretty dedicated to go, right, but if it's 5 minutes, you can just go out your house and go for a ride on the bike, you know, that's why I'm not saying that I wouldn't have done it anyway, but it's because it's on my doorstep, that it's, you know, and obviously knowing you guys and Jack and everybody, and knowing a good crew that I can go ride with, and just call up at any point and be like, "You're free for a ride." You know, normally someone is, and you just go.
I'd draw comparisons as well, in a way, to you being part of a scene built around a dry slope, kind of similar in the Surrey Hills. It's it's not really a surprise that you've managed to master something, because it's just repetition, and we've not got very, you know, the hills are lovely, but they're not really that big. They're just you just repeat shit until you're good at it, and it's kind of Would you say that's kind of maybe where you came from?
It does remind me a lot, because, you know, obviously the runs here on a bike are probably not. They're not going to be nowhere near as long as they are in the mountains, but it does replicate a lot to riding dry slope, because it was short. It wasn't the longest run, and you go to the mountains and it's wow. And it must be like that on a bike, you know. I can only imagine what it's like going to the mountains. You take the gondola up, and it's half an hour ride down. It must be quite a long ride down, and you know, you go up to Bit Chill, it's 2 minutes and done. And then you got that struggle back to the top, which that's the only bit of biking I hate, is pedaling up hills.
Yeah.
The only bit. But yeah, and I actually quite like it when Rob Warner's around, because he's I'll get the e-bike out, and you're oh yeah, I'll get Jack, can I have an e-bike? Just to email him, I need an e-bike. Rob's about.
Did you enjoy this clip? If so, please like and subscribe. The full episode is available by hitting one of the links on the screen right now, or type the Ride Companion into your favourite podcast app. We've even put links in the show description for you. Cheers!